fellow enter the Rosebush Tavern, and he'd approached you with a job. But did he say anything?
No, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, let me.
Jack, your camera.
Yeah, I'm just sorting that out now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm on the ball. So yeah, he comes in the inn, kind of sits down. He's like, so and you would recognise him, Uncle, as being one of the people who you spoke to with kindness not too long ago. So, right. So, to what extent are you willing to, help the Colbalt Trout exactly?
Well, if you lay out the jobs and let us know, we'll let you know. But transport mission was interesting. We are kind of combat focused. We are ourselves. If you have any monsters or such that are giving you trouble.
Well, there is definitely a monster giving us trouble. He kind of leans in. So, have you heard of the town's Baron? You've been introduced to.
We haven't been introduced. We've heard about him in passing.
Yeah, Baron Gravel. He's not the best person to, really interact with. He's been in the pocket of the Colbalt Trout for some time, but he's indicated that he wishes to cease all contact with the syndicate, and we can't really have that. We can't have loose ends in this neck of the woods.
I get that, but I think maybe speaking for ourselves and Tunk now, but I think political assassinations isn't what we're aiming for.
No. I wouldn't. And he's like, shh, looks around. He's like, I wouldn't even dream. I'm just saying, like, we just need to have a chat with him. And recently, he's moved out of Needleruff. We'd be very appreciative if you could set up a meeting in Needleruff, ensured he made his way back here. No killing. That's not what I'm asking.
We have reasons to talk to him actually. So what's in it for us though?
Something to the tune of 200 gold pieces, maybe.
And at this meeting, is anything going to happen during, or is it more after?
Well, it depends on how he reacts. If I'm being completely honest, it is. I'm sure we can be gentlemen about it. Come to some sort of civil discourse.
Yeah. So we just got into. So we're going to finish our drinks and his long journey. But is there somewhere we can speak to you tomorrow? After we had a think.
We'll find you.
And let us know if there's any. We'll find you. And let us know if there's any other jobs our way. As I said, combat, monster hunting is our focus.
I see. Well, I'm not sure monster hunting is really something that we require out of late. As I say, in this Baron Gravel, he's not the best fella to have a drink with, so you can call him a monster if you'd like. But yes, I think this would really open up your opportunities here within the Colbalt Trout if this was to go well. Alright. He taps the table, he's like, I'll be seeing you around. Sorry, what was your name? I didn't quite catch that.
Just call me Uncle.
Right. Alright, Uncle. I'll you stay safe. And he kind of nods at Kindness. And he's like, see you later, Kindness. Don't be a stranger. And Kindness, in response, just lights up a cigarette. Well,
the Baron is in Westerwatch?
Yes. So you've been led to believe.
200 seems too low a sum for endangering ourselves, so...
Oh, and we have to go all the ways back again to Westerwatch.
There and back again. A Hobbit's Tale.
Although, saying that, it would be... Yeah.
We could get our cart again.
No.
Yeah.
Where's Buttercup, by the way? She just be tied up outside.
Tied up outside, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if it did come to blows, the meeting, would he expect to get involved? 200 gold.
It didn't sound like it. It just sounded like they wanted us to just be there, be present, get the meeting started, and they would deal with anything after that. But then again, you have no when you're in the thick of it.
My God.
We can put it to Thunk, what do you think?
Yeah, at this point, Kindness will speak up. He's like, I think just to make things perfectly clear, he's insinuating that we kidnap the Baron.
Mic off.
Right.
So I gathered. My opinion is that we deal with the monster that has been kidnapping folks here, and then we take Princess to Lichen Meadow.
I agree.
I agree with Frank, yeah.
I don't, not to say anything about the corporate Trout, but I don't think we want to be getting more involved in local politics than we already have been.
Kindness, will you be staying here if we are to leave, or would you care to follow us on our journey?
Mic on.
Depends where you're going, really. I know you mentioned Dietrich, but it's not like you're going to go there and take a castle. Like, what is the plan?
To survey our old headquarters and see if it's worth refurbishing.
And make some money on the way, of course.
Exactly.
We're always looking for jobs.
And what if it's not?
Then we continue our search.
Hmm.
I have another place in mind.
What's this other place?
This is a volcano called Mount Fenwick, next to Ashville, within Drerin.
Okay, that's quite a particular place.
Indeed, some tectonic shifts have revealed abandoned mines. I was down there once myself, and within these mines was quite a lavish and curious set of what did you use? It wasn't obsidian, but you
Onyx.
Onyx double doors. Could prove to be useful headquarters if we can find nowhere else.
I'll see ya. What does this mean to you, then, Funk?
I am a local to the area, and if we do happen to go to Mount Fenwick, there are some things I'd like to investigate regarding St. Ignatius.
Oh. So I see that you're a practicer of the, the Saints of Drerin. Is it Ignatius that you follow?
It is.
Hmm. Why?
I was born in Asheville and introduced to the Abbey of the Burning Rose at a young age, which is where I practiced Ignatius's teachings.
Hmm. No, typically let the priests.
What did you say, sorry?
I said they don't typically let their priests join mercenary companies.
Indeed, I had to defect.
That's an interesting story. I'm sure it'd be
It is.
nice to listen to whilst I have this cold beer.
Well, it all began, as I said, when this tectonic shift took place. As I said, it revealed mines thought long lost, and myself and an expedition journeyed into the center of Mount Fenwick, which was riddled with traps and dangers. However, we made our way to this chamber, as I said, with the set of curious double doors. And one of our party members, I believe, managed to get it open, revealing what seemed to be a study with another set of double doors. And in the study was a journal. The page I showed you, Wolfsbane, was a page from said journal. And
Wait.
it turned the...
Real quick. This is the same journal we spoke about, Wolfsbane.
Yeah, and Wolfsbane goes completely red again.
No, I'm starting to get a bit of a bigger picture of why he might have left, Funk.
Indeed, it turned everything I knew upside down. And as you can imagine, the abbot was not very happy to hear such a thing. And as such, I managed to leave by the skin of my teeth, and I joined the company.
Wow. And that's where you want to take the company?
I would like to
To
know
an active volcano
if...
with Abbey on it that is sworn to destroy you.
Yes.
A little bit
I'd like
selfish,
to
but I could
know
understand
if
why.
you could say that, but I believe it to be in the best interest of the company first and foremost. As I said, this volcano could hold the key for the revitalization of the company.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sold. And he kind of like taps the table.
I just I agree. Wherever Captain, whatever you say, whatever you think is best.
I think we'll have to prepare ourselves for what we might see. Travel there.
Lots of change.
Yep.
Yeah, Uncle wasn't there, so he's not going to ask. But like, what did it say? Is it something about whipping or like what was it? Like what did the note say? Sorry.
So
Like
make
carnal
a
desires.
yeah, exactly. Like it,
Li-
the
As you
sorry, yeah, you carry on, Dill. You carry on.
Yeah, so as you can tell from, like, Thunk is very much like, he speaks monotone, but also, like, his emotions rarely ever slip out, and you could imagine through the use of self-flagellation, he kind of keeps his, like, emotions in check. And what was described on the page is very much the opposite of that, kind of letting carnal desires, like, take over, just sort of, like, experiencing lust and, like, earthly pleasures is, like, one of the teachings.
It's
like,
the jam. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And Wolf's main reaction to that, I think, because of obviously her upbringing, she's quite modest and quite prudish about it. So she was quite like,
Oh my, the vapors.
yeah.
I'm a hot mess right now.
Thunk is sworn to celibacy, so like hearing this is just sort of like, yeah, not great.
The opposite, yeah.
But this Tunk doesn't know yet though, because Wolfsbane didn't really translate it yet.
So
He said enough, like,
yeah, it's like sorry, carry on.
yeah, like so as I said, like some of the journal I was able to decipher, but many of the pages I was not, and that was one such page. And I'm hoping that like in one of the pages it's gonna be kind of like I'm gonna find out that the journal's like a troll or something like that, you know, like he's looking for any sort of something to trigger that confirmation bias. That
Oh, so he already kind of knows. Okay, yeah. So it's just confirming.
yeah.
Cool.
Dear diary, today. But yeah, as you guys are sitting there drinking your drinks, Poet speaks up. He's like, right, so to get this, just so I understand, we're gonna try and stop involving ourselves in criminal activities, right? I know Nettle has
Yes.
led us down a road that has been very profitable, but and I don't mind dabbling. That's not what I'm saying, especially if it's paying the bills. But I think over focusing on this might be a bit of an
We don't
issue.
want to.
Yeah,
We don't want to get the wrong reputation. So.
yeah,
I think we've gotten a good leg up, and from here we can stick to the straight and narrow.
yeah. We're a military company. We're not another criminal syndicate, and I think that's where we're leaning towards. If I'm being honest, I mean, look around. This ain't exactly where the kind of environment I want to spend the rest of my life in. And Kindness kind of peeks up at this point. He's like, "Oh well, it's not that bad." You kind of get used to it, honestly. But yeah,
So
sorry, carry on.
I was going to just say, so Tunk, for a short-term plan, shall we speak to Meatloaf, and yeah, we'll just do that in the morning. Come morning.
That's good.
Leave for the night. And then maybe I'll go up to the dwarf or the innkeeper and just ask for rooms and try to get that all settled up for the night.
Yeah, no worries. How many rooms you want?
We'll double up rooms if possible, so just 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 4 rooms.
4 rooms. I think you're gonna need more than 4 rooms.
Sorry, poetrical.
So poetrical.
Wolfsbane, Princess, Tunk and Uncle, Sparkles and Nettles, and then Horns as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, 5 rooms.
5 rooms.
Yeah, I'll say a gold piece. Call it even.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, you gentlemen have fun. I heard conversation about carnal desires and all that, so not like me to, get in the way of a man's pleasure, as it were. And he kind of slides over the 5 keys.
Nice, thanks. And quick question: do you know anyone who needs a peg leg in town?
Oh, honestly, if there's a town you're going to shift it, this would be the one.
I was just thinking that myself.
Yeah, I'll have a ask around for you. If you want to give it here, I'll try and find a buyer for it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and I hand over the peg leg.
It's like
pull out of somewhere.
It comes up to like his chest on him, like it's fucking massive. It's like, yeah, good craftsmanship. All right, yeah, I'll let you know.
Thanks again. Appreciate it.
And you guys retire for the night. Wake up the next morning, bright and early. And as you go downstairs, Uncle, you see the very same innkeep. He's like, "Oh, excuse me, mister. I got something for you." And he hands over 8 silver pieces.
Thanks, cuz. Appreciate it. I knew this would be the right place too.
I've obviously taken my cut, the 2 silver pieces. I hope that's alright.
That, of course, is alright, yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of like rubs them both together and puts them in his coin pouch.
Yeah.
So, what's everyone getting involved in?
Meatloaf.
Do we all meet up for breakfast, or we all like do our own thing? Do you think?
I always. Sorry, Karen.
So I suppose like everyone has their own like schedules in the morning. Some people read. Say Uncle does his own thing. He goes outside and does his kind of practices exercise and stuff.
It's just outside, like.
Yeah. And so sorry, yeah. So I said we'll see whoever comes down, and if Tunk comes down, I make a plan of what we should all do for the day.
Is there a chapel in Needleruff?
You can ask around. You go to the barkeeper and you're like, "Yeah, is there a chapel?" He's like, "Not really. There is a shrine, along the main road that's dedicated to Oroban, and then there's also one at the docks that's dedicated to Levigus, but no real chapels of the sort."
Okay. Can I spend a little more time in my room just to do some prayers?
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
have a little bit of privacy this morning.
Yeah, she goes upstairs and come by ours. What's everyone else doing?
Go ahead.
I will practice some alchemy. So using Malik's set that I took from his shop and just reading the book, I'll be practicing that for a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, obviously being an elf, you could probably every night say you get a solid 4 hours in, if not more.
Yeah.
And after Thunk has finished his morning routine, self-flagellation and prayer, he's gonna head down and wait for everybody to group up.
Uncle might just head up by himself actually, because he might look for a wood carver's kit. So he might go see if there's any quick shop or anything. They can just pick one of them up.
Yeah. So you go outside, make a general charisma roll for me to see if you can get that sort of information off the street. So yeah, you spend a few moments in the inn and outside, just kind of speaking to people, trying to find where the best place to pick something like that up would be, and easily enough, this woodcarver's kit is effectively a knife and a saw. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not
would it be some chisels and a few other things now, or
so. A woodcarver's kit consists of a knife, a gouge, and a saw. That's literally it. So you've got you've got a third of the kit on you already.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you talk around, and in the street you just find a fella, a human. He seems a little bit addled. His eyes bulging a little bit. It's like, "I'll sell you my kit."
Yeah, one gold.
One gold, make it 5.
Keep it at 1. Thank you.
Make a persuasion. Yeah. Yeah, like he doesn't take too much convincing. He's like, yeah, have it, and he throws it on the floor, and he kind of reaches for your coin purse before you kind of like take a step back, hand him the gold coin, and he's like, thank you, and you see him like hobble down the street, down an alley, and hopefully that's the last you see of this man.
Yeah. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy. So.
Cool.
I'm going to communicate with Nettle and just ask him to bring everybody downstairs when they're ready.
Yep, so easily enough done. People start getting gathered in the... this is a very interesting song. In like the middle of the inn.
Cool. So day's plans. Find Meatloaf. Slay the monster.
How about that
And-
dragon?
Let's try to avoid the dragon.
Okay. Alright, good thinking. Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. I mean, that is a gold
and
mine. Like dragons
find out
typically
about
do
this,
have hordes.
wizard. Well, maybe in a few levels' time.
That's metagaming. Not allowed to do
yeah.
that.
Next time we're passing Tunk, next time we're passing, we can have a look.
Uncle, if you could have an ask around. Wait, did we find out the location of Mr. Meatloaf? Do we know where he is?
No. Oh, the innkeeper didn't say where he lived, I don't think. But I'll have an ask around this morning, that's no problem.
Yeah, once again, like you go, yeah, he lives just out, and you look down and you can see the innkeeper standing right next to you, just his like ears and his eyes peering over the table. It's like he's on the north side of town in one of the more secluded houses. You can't really miss it, to be honest. He's probably outside crying his fucking eyes out, poor bloke.
Okay, we'll hear him. Thanks again.
Yeah.
I think one thing to keep in mind is Princess. Maybe taking her on a monster hunt might not be the best decision.
We could get a house here. It is pretty close, so we could try just keep the rented rooms up while we go and sort this out.
Yeah, Treacle will pipe up at this point and be like, yeah, we'll start, getting our packs ready. I'm sure we're not going to spend too much time in Needle Rough after yesterday's conversation, so we'll start getting ready for the travels ahead.
Are we looking to buy a new cart as well?
Yeah. So maybe I'll speak up then. Tunk, I'll say to Treacle. Treacle, I think we're trying to get a job here just before we leave. There's an issue of it, a swamp monster. I think it'd be a good way for us to make some money here. So what I'll do is, though, I'll give you 50 gold, and that's for yourself and Poet, just to keep yourselves and Princess to keep yourselves going for a few days. And maybe if you could try and get a cart if anything pops up, but we'll try to keep this quick.
Yeah, of course.
Quick.
Anything that you guys need?
Yeah.
Any finger guns for
anything.
this medieval man?
Yeah. Is 50 gold okay for you? Do you think it'll be okay for a few days? Do you need anything else?
Yeah, that'll it's more money than I've seen in the last 3 weeks with you fellas, so the slightest ounce of malice comes through in that sentence.
and I say to himself and Poet that I know I've been keeping a tight hand on the gold, but as soon as we get to Lichen Meadow, I'll be a bit more sparing with it, and a big city, there's stuff to get.
I appreciate that. I mean, considering you guys were gambling it all away on the ferry over, I was thinking like that's been a bit,
we got more than we lost, so it's all profit
no, I'm not saying anything. You guys, the commander knows what he's doing.
So I took 50 off anyway, just to give to him.
Cool.
That's to include the cart as well, and
yeah,
if he brings some back, he brings them back. So.
Yeah, he's also planning on getting some more rations for you guys.
Perfect.
Yes, perfect.
Before we head off, Uncle, would you mind giving me one of the feathers that if you've still got them?
Of course, yeah, we have a few in the inventory, yeah. So just hand over. I'm not sure how many we took. We took a bunch.
I only need one. That's okay.
So just hand her one, yeah.
Thank you.
We still have that, and we still have the owlbear skin. Pretty sure. And a direwolf pelt as well.
The fucking liar player in the corner is just absolutely killing a solo right now. But yeah, you guys all split up, and I'm assuming you all head north towards the Meatloaf's house.
Yep. Like
a bat out of hell. And takes you about 10 minutes, really, if that, just to get up there before you find this man. Day drinking very early in the morning outside of his house, head in his hands. Seems quite a large fella, but he's got a nice bushy beard that he's kind of like resting his hands on.
We would have talked, I suppose. Who's going to do talking before we get here? So who's coming?
I'll come along, but I won't be talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave you to do the talking, Uncle.
Okay, no worries.
You guys come over. It's like, all you can hear is, "No, you talk to him." Like some kids about to get this guy to buy alcohol for him.
I'll come to my friend. Sorry about the news. We have heard from the innkeeper about your misfortune lately.
No, that's good. I mean, I assume from the outfits that you're wearing that you've come to slay whatever vile creature took my daughter.
Yeah, we're mercenaries, and that's what we specialize in. So we will set out as soon as we can and try to get her back.
Absolutely.
Now,
I've not had much luck going out there myself, and I would recommend that you guys try and stay near each other. The swamp isn't kind to those who wander from the known trails.
thanks for the advice. Yeah, but we're
we're professionals.
We're professionals. Is what I was trying to say.
It's like as it be.
And so the not a nice thing to bring up straight away, but we are mercenaries, and we are putting our lives on the line. So we do, unfortunately, need to talk about a reward before we set out. Just kind of our code. We are mercenaries after all.
Absolutely. I was thinking about 100 gold pieces. That's literally everything I can afford at this moment in time.
I speak to Tunk telepathically, and I say it's about as good as we'll get. I think if in a town like this. What do you think?
Agreed. I'm actually surprised he managed to get that much together.
Yeah, for because you guys might not be super aware of what a general day's work is worth in this world. Like 3 gold pieces is roughly how much someone gets paid, like a commoner or a peasant, for an average day's work. So that's a lot. That's like a lot of money for him.
Yeah. So I say 100 is a lot less than we would usually take for a job, but we understand your situation, so we'll we're grateful that you could find that amount.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Can you what when did it happen? The event?
About a month ago now, but I'm sure she's out there still.
A month. It's been quite a while. What did you know? Where were you at the time? Were you traveling together? Or was she by herself?
No, like she does her chores around the village as she usually would in a day, and she just never came back home. I heard from some fellas down at the inn when I was looking for her that they'd seen a beast carry her off down into the bogs.
What are the names of these people? We can, if they're still in town, we can see
Yeah.
what they know.
We call them Krieg and Bog.
Krieg and Bog, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they typically hang out around the warehouses in the south of town.
great, we'll speak about them. Anything else you can tell us before we head off? Any direction?
I would. I've been told that potentially this is something to do with a wizard, as people started going missing around the same time that he left town. That's about as much as I know.
Yeah, we've had dealings with wizards. We understand the troubles they can cause, and
Everyone looks at Sparkles like,
yeah.
Lift my book a little higher. To
Can I just do an insight check just to see? I'm sure he is kind of telling the truth as well, but I just want to see if there's anything he's holding from us for any reason.
Go for it.
Sorry, it just was in a different thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really get a good bearing on it through the apparent grief that this guy's going through, but seems to be telling the truth.
Well, if there's nothing else, we'll take it from there, and I hope you're keeping well, but we'll do what we can.
Appreciate it.
So we start walking down the road, I guess, but Tunk, who do you think should head to the warehouses, gather information, or is there anything else you want us to do?
Perhaps, Sparkles, you could deploy Asta over the warehouses just to make sure there's no funny business taking place. Uncle and Nettles, you two are the most kind of street savvy. Perhaps you could go in and have an ask around.
Yep, will do.
So I'll speak to Asta as I send her into the sky.
Okay, make a perception with advantage. And Nettle will, of course, go off and start looking for some contacts you can potentially speak to. Yeah, you go down to the warehouses, and Funk did say look out for funny business, but just based on the interactions you've had in that side of the village, like they're specifically there for funny business to be had by indecent individuals. So there's a few things that catch your eye, like people coming out of the brush nearby, large crates going into the warehouse, but other than that, like nothing particularly, outside of the criminal activity interest sort of range.
Yeah, so maybe I might go up to anyone who I've seen the day before, maybe in the warehouse, if I go around that area, and just try maybe ask around for the two names. What was it? It was Craig and Bog.
Creek and Bog. My name's Craig.
Craig.
My name's Bob. Yeah, and sure enough, it's actually, to your dismay, you see the portly individual you'd spoken to the day before, the member of the Colbalt Trout, and he seems to identify and go by Bog.
Yeah. That's the fellow who was in the inn?
Yeah.
So I salute him and go up to him and just say, good morning, boss. How are you getting on?
Yeah, not too bad. Well, how can I help you, Uncle?
It's not about our business we were talking about last night. We're actually here on different business. There was just that issue with who's your man again? With the daughter? We get
Meatloaf.
from Meatloaf. Meatloaf and his daughter. We heard that you might have some people around might have seen the monster, and we just wanted to get some information before we set out to hunt it.
Oh, I'm not quite sure that I'm following you, if I'm being completely honest, Uncle. Maybe, you have something on you that could rejog my memory. And he kind of opens his coin purse and scratches his head.
I'll say, what would I say? It's something that might jog your memory. It was about 4 weeks ago, and I keep just talking about the situation.
Make a persuasion check.
So I'm going to do persuasion, and I'm going to do commanding presence.
Okay.
So it's my new maneuver. So should I declare that before or after the roll usually, just so I know?
Let me put the ability in the chat, and I'll have a look.
So it says you can add it to build check. So probably before or after. Probably.
Yeah, I'll say. When you make a charisma check, you can expend one superior. Yeah, I'd say either or, honestly, because it'd be a bit of a shame to use it and then not need it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? It was 13 plus a D8.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah, he very subtly closes his coin purse, and he's like, "Yeah, I did. The creature had 6 legs, lizard-like. Not really well versed on that sort of thing, if I'm being completely honest. But it was horrific. I would not want to be near that thing. About the size of a man.
And 6 legs, did you say?
Yeah.
Sorry. Size of a man. Did you know what direction it went to? I know it's quite a while, but did it head east or north or south or?
Where did it head? Oh, my memory is terrible. I'll tell you now. And he
Don't, I just say
Yeah.
don't before you even try it. I just say don't.
It headed east,
Head east
towards the mines.
towards the mines.
I kind of.
Yeah. Okay. And then what else did I say? Anything else you can tell us before we go? And I go and I get a gold, and I flick a gold tum to keep my...
Yeah. Well, my friend, he's sadly no longer with us, Creek. He died a few days later. Not sure why.
Was he attacked? Was he
No.
slashed or anything? No.
No.
Was he? Did he just disappear, or was he found?
Yeah.
Found anyway.
We found him. Couldn't tell for the life of us what killed him.
Can you? What were they? Slashes? Were they? Did he look just
No.
perfectly fine?
Looked fine.
Might be. Think about. Would you know where? I suppose he's long buried at this stage.
Yeah, we don't typically keep our dead out in the open for more than 4 weeks.
3-4 days. Yeah. Appreciate it. So we'll head east. So again, appreciate it. Thanks for telling me what you can.
Nice, my pleasure.
Yeah, perfect. So I go back and then we go to Tonka and meet up with everyone else, and I tell them the story. It says, from we gather, it's a 6-legged beast moving east, towards the red clay mine, or towards that direction. Craig, his friend was killed, but from an unknown reason. They couldn't see any slash marks or anything, so it could be poison, it could be something else. So if we can, we should try to prepare ourselves for something like that.
Sparkles, would you?
Would I know anything about a 6-legged creature from my
Make a
experiences and books?
Arcana or Nature check. And just to clarify here, it's more of a quarry in that region. It's red clay mire, so it's like the produce of or the resource of this place that they exploit. 22. That is quite high. There are more than a couple of things that you feel like could fit this role. A lot of stuff lives in the swamp that typically has mutations such as this. Based on the information you've gotten as well, though, you're thinking it is probably it is quite a high roll. Just based on the affliction as well, you think that might be related to the creature. You don't feel like that would be a circumstance that would be that would happen completely independently. Like he died a few days later after seeing this beast.
So Krieg, his body was found and he was buried.
Yeah.
Okay, and similarly, the wizard, he just went missing. His body was not found.
He just went missing.
Okay.
You get the impression that people think he skipped town, like he came here, got what he wanted, pissed something off in the swamp, and then yeah.
Yeah. It's probably a complete coincidence, but would you call it the red clay mire?
Yep. Yeah.
Red eye rook, red clay mire.
Literally no clue what you're talking about right now, mate.
See. Anyways. Guess we go east.
Just before we go, maybe I'll just buy another set of rations. Went through. Actually, I'll see what I have.
Hungry boys.
Yeah, we got through a lot there. That
Surely.
was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 21. Okay. But we went through like more than half, like pretty quickly in there.
Yeah.
So.
To be fair, like I know we kind of skipped through that section, but that's probably the longest stretch of time you guys were on the road between settlements.
Yeah.
We just gambled the time away.
Yeah.
Flies when you're having fun. But yeah, you guys start making your way east, and it quickly becomes apparent that this is gonna take you a lot longer than you thought it would, heading out towards this quarry. The terrain here is very much boggy marshland. It's very difficult to find a straight path through this environment without getting caught up in some sort of dead end that would require you to have to go through either this bog or like not quicksand, but that sort of environment. Absolute reeks in this area. You see flies constantly pecking at your skin. Some gnats as well. Just all sorts of insects that are leaving you irritated as you're making your way through this bog. Could someone, whoever is on the lead, make a survival check, please?
I'd imagine Nettles
would have been doing it, yeah. If he's with us, but
see what he gets.
I can do one as well.
Yeah, he'll give you advantage.
Alright, so roll again, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely. But you are making progress through this swamp. Eventually you come to the area where you think it might have been the quarry. It's definitely returning back to a state that is more in line with the surroundings, with water starting to fill up. The bottommost part of this quarry, you can see various mosses and fungi growing on the walls of this square pit that starts to go down into the earth.
And so I suppose we keep moving through, and maybe can I just do I check around the surroundings and see do I see anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Sparkles, would you mind deploying Asta just to keep a lookout for human-sized, six-legged, red-eyed beast?
Yeah, and I'll whisper to Astra as I send her into the air again.
Absolutely. If you want to make a perception check as well, Sparkles, with Asta's stats.
Should we
Yeah.
have the advantage?
So, yeah, easily enough done. What wasn't completely apparent before, like melding into the wall of this large quarry that's going down into the earth, it's got to be like at least 200 foot across. There is a small slope, or like a walkway, that leads to the bottom where now, with Astra having a bird's eye view, you can see there is like a tunnel that's been bored into the side of this red clay wall. No beasts. But it is now getting dark. You're getting quite late at night. It did take you like the full day to get this far out, not being naturals in this environment.
Thunk, watching. Should we proceed through with torches into the mine, or rest up for now?
I think we're all as healthy as can be. Let's proceed forward. If you could send Asta a little ways ahead, Sparkles.
Yeah, we're planning to go. Is it in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Actually, in. So I can send her in. So again, I'll whisper to her and kind of, I'll look through her eyes as she goes through.
I take out my Dungeoneer's pack and I hand out a few torches. I hand torches actually just to me and Thunk, and light one up.
Cool. I'll do the same.
Cool. What are you doing, Wolfsbane?
I can cast light onto an object, if that helps at all, so we can carry it with us to keep light.
I actually take out my shield and say, yeah, Miss Wolfsbane, please, would you mind?
Miss Wolfsbane.
I cast light, yeah.
Cool. And yeah, instantly, like a... well, yeah, describe to us, Ollie, actually, what this looks like, this process.
So, the shield, it will start with a very dull light, and it will just get brighter and brighter. So I'm casting
white light?
White light, yeah.
White light.
Like a yellowish white light. Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Jordan, as you send your familiar into this hole,
No.
you very much see like the innards of a dark and broken chain of tunnels that have seemed to be almost naturally occurring. Weirdly, considering this wasn't here before, it very much does seem like a natural fixture. The first room is this large cavernous opening that seems filled with strange statues, people, depictions of people that seem to be frozen in place. Incredible craftsmanship on all of them. You can see
the rest of us as we walk down.
Yeah, you can see that the tunnel does continue.
So I come back into consciousness from looking through past his eyes, and I say to the group, there is some clear tunnels down there, but there is a fair amount of statues that are too humanly either potentially very well crafted or maybe frozen humanoids.
Do any of
Are
them
they
match the
that
description
Not
of
that I've
any of
noticed
them?
so far, no.
It's no little girl.
Can I go back into Asta's eyes and then do a quick once round to see if I can recognise any particular faces?
Yeah, so you come back, you look around. There's no... Like, who are you trying to recognise here?
Kind of like a young girl.
A young girl. In this tunnel, no. In this, you don't see anyone that would match that description.
So yeah, I'll come back and say, no signs of a small girl down there. I can go deeper in, but with risk of, losing my familiar.
I think recall Asta for now, and we can go survey the area ourselves.
So I'll withdraw her back and have her go back through the tunnels and land on my shoulder.
And as you do, she doesn't seem to respond.
Oh no!
Can I try casting my magic to see if I can see through her eyes again?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you feel like there's something that is severed that connection.
Yeah, so she's lost.
What is a familiar? Is that something that you can like cast again, or?
I can resummon her, but it'll take us like an hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I was tearing up a bit there, so it's okay.
She'll be back. She's just dead for now. Don't worry.
Yeah. Possibly dead.
Okay, well, I think from here on out we move in battle formation. I'll take the lead.
You just see him jump into the quarry.
Yeah.
I'll take a position just after Tunk then. Shield up.
Cool. And I guess you two are equally at the back?
Yeah.
Cool.
In this situation, Nettles wouldn't be with us, would we say? Or...
No. Talking about suicide missions, like this isn't a suicide mission. But, I doubt Zach would be best pleased if his character was to die.
Could I say if he could just like stand watch at the entrance to the tunnels and let us know if anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Familiar is already dead, so why not do the same thing with Zach's character?
Yeah.
I meant to.
Yeah.
You hear Bracer, help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can you guys see that?
It's just black for me.
Look at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, there we go. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, so Ray, your character is giving off a 20-foot light, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's about roughly there. Can everyone roll initiative for me, please?
Just like that?
Oh wait, hold on. I fucked up again. I didn't clear it from the last combat. Could everyone roll again and then just change it to whatever initiative you do
Pick
get?
your character as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I...
It's
Coming up there.
it's 4. You got Holly.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I had the ruler selected.
Cool. Is that everyone with the correct initiative now?
Just me need to change to 16.
No, yours would be 12.
Oh, 12, sorry, that was
Yeah.
the first one, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Cool. Okay, so Cotman Chubb. you move into this this den first.
Yeah. So I move up. As I move up, can I kind of so my light will keep showing more. So can I move up in sections, or must I move up the whole amount in one go?
No,
So,
you can move up in sections. You can break up your movement as much as you want.
Yeah. So I kind of just break up to there. So that is
Yeah.
an extra 10. And then I'm going to move up again. Straight into the middle, sure, why not? Yeah. That
Cool.
should have been. Actually, I can go on. No, I'll say that.
So as you're looking to the east of you,
Yeah.
you do see the aforementioned chamber that Sparkles was describing. You see a variety of very lifelike statues, and now that you're up here close with this light source to look at them, you can see on their faces are expressions of pain, agony, and fear. Some of them
I'll
seem
go
to be dressed very similarly to how you are as adventurers.
Battery critical.
I move just a small bit closer just to see if I can see anything else, but then I stay there.
Yeah.
It's my turn. Can I hold an action to? Can I be sword at the ready in case of an attack?
Yeah, absolutely. So if anything comes
So-
out that isn't a part of the party, you're just going to swing it at.
Yeah.
That's not a child as well that you're here to rescue.
Yeah, that's it. That's could be an enemy. Like,
Ouch.
that's excited.
Ching!
Yeah.
I've killed the creature.
Thank God. I've been
You
waiting.
come, you come back to the guy with a six-legged lizard, and you're like, "We found your daughter." Yep. Okay, that's perfect. I'd say the first people are right on the edge of this light that you are building forth
Yeah.
at this moment. Malaki.
Go to. Sorry, where'd you say the people are? Which edge?
To the east.
So,
Yeah, I'm just going to take a position in front of Uncle. And bonus. You know what? No. I'm going to hold my action to slice at anything if it comes too close and it appears to be an enemy.
Cool. Sparkles.
I'll move. Could I, if I was to cast my firebolt, would it reveal stuff ever like as it goes?
Yeah,
if I was
over.
just to fire it forward.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, I literally just want to cast my firebolt.
Streak
forward
it across.
down there.
Yeah, like I'm assuming like slightly above head level, so it's not like yeah.
Don't want to hit any of the statues.
Yeah.
It's like I'll light the way, just kills a 10-year-old. So yeah, you do that, and again you see this room that's just filled with these statues. Make a perception check for me as the firebolt travels across the room. Very weirdly, you do see on one of the middlemost statues, perched on the shoulder, is a very lifelike carving of Asta that seems to be looking further towards the deeper into the tunnels.
Tear rolls down my eye before I end my turn.
we've got Wolfsbane to put some light on some crossbow bolts and shoot them around.
Is this like something that would have been visible to all of us when you fired the bolt?
Yeah.
Sorry, could you ping roughly where we saw Aster's likeness?
Yeah.
Oh, in there.
Okay, we can assume the beast is near.
I'll just for the sake of giving you guys a sort of indication of how big the room was because of that, what Jordan just did, I'll just do this.
Yep.
Has that set light to anything, that firebolt?
No, it's just hit a cavern wall and
Okay.
Uh.
I'm just gonna move further in. Oh no.
okay.
Yep, just beside Sparkles.
Cool.
I'll do
We're now back to you, Cotman. I mean, Uncle.
And going to move. Actually, let's see how far I I can move pretty much straight to here. So
Mhm.
I'll just move up a little bit first, maybe to here, and see what I see.
Yeah, so you're now standing directly in front of like the statues.
And can I see anything else into the cave as the light pushes in?
As the light pushes in again, it's just more statues. Like this list area is very dense. It's almost like a crowd of people that are just frozen
I'm
in
gonna move
stone.
in and hug the wall here with my shield, and then just see if I can see anything kind of closer in to the end of the room.
Cool.
Are the ceilings visible?
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
see anything on the ceilings?
How high up are they?
They're about 20 foot. Nothing on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Again, you guys, this wall here is kind of like a large stalagmite or tight, whatever. It's like connects from the floor to the ceiling, so I guess just a pillar.
Yep. And I hold my action again to swing.
Cool. Funk.
So walking up to these statues, what does it appear they're made of?
A stone.
Stone. Are there any that seem out of place? Any that any that aren't like necessarily like human or like a humanoid?
All of them would be humanoid, but make a perception check to see if any really stick out to you.
Okay.
No, not hugely so. As I said, they all seem like stone people, statues, as you were, if you would.
Cool. Yep. In that case, I will end my turn there.
Cool, Sparkles.
I'll move a bit more this way.
I'll, you know what I'll do actually, is so people can actually see some more of these statues. I'll just.
Beautiful.
Cool. Sorry, do you want to carry on?
So, just... I'll move there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move there.
Again, now you're looking back into an area that has a lot of statues.
Can I then cast Firebolt down that way?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you've looked pretty much down that way that you can with your sight. Like, it'd kind of be a weird angle to get a firebolt through there from where you're standing, if that makes sense.
In that instant, I'll just hold Firebolt as a
Yeah.
spell in case I see anything.
Cool. Arafina.
Whereabouts is Asta in this room?
About here. As I say, just perched on one of the statues.
Do you think it's worth... I'm sorry, I'm asking everyone. Do you think it's worth me using one of my healing spells to see if I could awaken her?
Do you want to make a Arcana for us, please, Wolfsbane? Yeah, it's worth a shot.
If wait, so you asked that of the party?
Yes, yeah. Or I should save my healing in case we get into combat.
I'd save
Being,
it for us.
Yeah.
I said being a paladin, I'd be fairly familiar that a creature of like a disease or like an ailment.
Okay. In that case, I will just. A little bit further in. Yep, there.
Sorry,
Yep, so
I'm
that's
lagging a little bit, guys, so if I'm not saying anything, that's why.
Jack.
Yeah, hello?
In suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just saying I'm lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Uncle.
Thank you.
I will move in towards where Asta was, which was around here.
Yep.
And then, yeah, see what else is in the room, and maybe I just check on Aster, see is Aster turned to stone as well. I
Yeah.
just have a glance, because that's what I'm assuming, so.
Yeah, like a perfectly carved replica of Asta sits upon the shoulder.
And can I see what else is in the room? Like, because the place would be illuminated now.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah. So, I don't see anything else at the moment. I just give a look around the room. Sword and shield at the ready. I look up as well. Look everywhere.
Yeah, you're like...
Yeah.
Yeah, like nothing seems to be really changing in the environment.
Yeah. So then I move here and again hold my action, my sword and my shield up.
Cool.
And again, do I see anything here? On the just here?
Again, the room just kind of continues this way, and you see more people from around that corner.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, that's my end of my turn, so hold my action and all that. Yeah.
Cool. Funk.
Yep. Considering there's not much of the room that I can see left to cover, I'm gonna go in fully prepared to encounter it. Yeah, so I've got my shield and longsword at the ready. And yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action to attack anything that moves.
Cool. It's now on to you, Sparkles.
I'll move to there.
And again, you look further in down this hall, and you see in the middle of the space here, roughly here, what appears to be a very small, lifelike statue of a child.
I'll hold the fireball spell. Specifically for someone else other than her.
Cool. It's now you, Wolfsbane.
Okay. I'll stay with Sparkle for now, just so there's a both sides in case it comes from if something comes from either way. So
Cool.
yep, I'll move up here. So with the I know you guys you're holding your action. So is that so I can hold to retaliate if there is?
So when you hold an action, you're pretty much saying, I want to do this when X happens.
So I can say, like, with Burning Hands, a big triangle move, I can hold that until, so if something does attack me, I can, or we see something, then it will cast.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So I'll hold.
I think just be careful with spells, though, because I believe if you hold a spell, you use the spell slot, and then you can only hold that for one turn. So if it goes on longer than that, you've used the spell and not done anything.
But with a cantrip, cool, yeah, because I was going to do Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip, so that would be a better choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna hold Sacred Flame.
Cool.
Do I need to click it?
No, that's fine. If something procs it, I'll let you know to put it in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. And at this point, you can hear the sound of stone grinding on stone, Uncle, from behind you. And you turn around and you see something quite strange. It appears as some of the statues are now looking directly at you.
Oh, creepy.
You hear this from around where you are as well, Funk.
Do I? Oh.
They're going to take their surprise turn now.
We're holding actions as well, and we're kind of ready for them. But it's still a surprise either way. So
yes, you can still take your actions though. So yeah, this sword actually this stone sword flies out of the hand of the statue next to you, Uncle, and it goes to stab at you. Do you wanna? You can roll to hit if you'd like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can you take reactions on a surprised condition? I don't think you can.
Would I still be surprised if I fully expected to encounter... I guess it wasn't what I expected to encounter.
Well, I don't know. Are you saying like I'd like to think your character wouldn't have thought there was combat here if they put themselves directly in the center of the room with these individuals. I think it was more along the line, like from the vibe I was getting from you, you more expected these to be victims.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I definitely didn't expect the statues.
Sorry, let me just. No, so until these things have moved, you cannot take your held actions, but you will be able to once they've went.
Okay.
But they get to go first. So this small dagger flies out of the tool belt of the statue next to you, Uncle, and it's going to attack you.
Yeah, my AC is 17 at the moment.
And it hits that. It is going to do 2 damage as it slashes at you, the stone blade being very blunt.
Ah, bugger, I say.
This one is going to run up to the other side, do the same thing, but with advantage, of course.
Yeah.
That's a crit. So, getting fruity over there, someone with their effects. So that is 8 damage to you from that dagger.
Yeah.
This one is also going to fly at you and do the same thing. What's your AC? 17?
17. Yeah.
Hits. And you take 2 damage. Then you see this whole person in front of you start to move towards you with an unnatural ferocity. And again, it's going to start attacking you. And it just kind of, even though it's got weapons in its hands, it's not using it like a sword. It's just slamming down at you with like this arm. And that crits, unfortunately. So it's going to hit you for 13 damage with the first attack. And the second one just goes wide as it crashes into the wall on the other side of you. This one is going to come over. Attempt the same thing.
Sorry, just can I do a use a superiority dice? So if someone misses an attack, I can attack them back.
Is that a reaction?
A reaction, yeah.
I'm afraid you can do that, but that will be at the end of once these have all gone because you are in the surprised round right at this moment. So first one hits again, hits you for 6. The second one doesn't hit.
I'm down.
This one is going to run at you, Malaki. It's going to attack you twice. Your AC is 19 without...
19.
Yeah. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, doesn't hit. This one runs at you, and it's going to, again, hit you twice with advantage. One of those is a crit. The second one doesn't hit, and that's going to hit you for 7 damage.
Okay.
And that's going to be their turn. So now you can take reactions if you had them prepared.
Okay. I'm going to take my reaction on the first one, the one to the north.
Yep.
And slice at it with my silvered longsword. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Sweet.
Ding! You definitely crack the stone in front of you, but you're swinging a metal weapon at like a stone body. Like it's not going to be as impactful as you would hope. And unfortunately, that only takes a minimal crack across its facade. Cool. It is now. Well, you went down, didn't you, Uncle?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you please give us a memory that flashes before your eyes as you are knocked onto the floor?
I was traveling with some gypsies on a boat, and we were fishing, and we caught a really nice red crimson fish that I'd never seen before. It was delicious.
Cool. It's now your turn, Funk.
I must make a death saving throw.
So something that we spoke about in session 0 is that a part of my campaigns is I'll make the death saving throws.
Okay.
This way, the thing that stops is that people know if people are failing or winning the death saving throws on the floor if it's done by you guys, which means that you kind of metagame inherently because you're like, oh, he's stable or he's about to die, so I'm going to prioritize or least prioritize that. If I do it, you guys don't know that, so it's just that person's down and potentially dying, you don't know. So it's a lot more suspenseful.
Cool. So yeah, upon seeing Uncle's body collapse to the floor, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Mm-hmm. If you'd like to put that in chat.
And
describe to us what that looks like.
Yep. So you see the bronze lines, like insignia, kind of light up, and you see like a faint kind of field of energy emanate from me.
Nice.
And I'm going to disengage.
So real quick, is that an action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus action, Shield of Faith.
Okay. You need to put that in the casting sign. Yep.
Yeah. And so yeah, I'll disengage.
Yep.
And I'm going to simply move up to Uncle, and I'm going to call out to the rest of the party, and call to arms.
I did not mean to click that.
Jordan shoots you from across the fucking chamber.
And that's my turn.
Cool. It's now you, Sparkles.
I'll move to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Firebolt at that one there.
Cool. The one on to the left of Uncle, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. But roll your attack. Unfortunately, that goes wide. Just like before, lighting up the cave, you kind of shoot it overhead instead of actually at the creature. Doing your best to try and avoid hitting Uncle's falling body, but at the same time, avoiding the creature completely. It is now you, Wolfsbane.
I'm going to move in much closer. How far can I move, sorry?
30 foot.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame let's just check. Yep, onto this guy.
Cool. Should I put that in chat for us, please? Dex saving throw. He fails it, so he does take that damage.
Perfect. Oh, sorry.
Cool. As like the stone figure goes on fire.
I'm then going to cast a bonus action of Healing Word onto Uncle.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. Lovely.
Have I done the right level? Sorry.
You said, was it level 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
1d4.
Yeah, so you get 3 HP back, Uncle.
Yeah.
And is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Uncle, you come back to your senses. You're in this fishing trip, and just as you're about to pull the fish out the water, you kind of feel yourself getting dragged back into the real world.
Nice. And am I standing, or what am I doing?
You're on the floor. Your equipment's by your side. You're on your back.
So there's one action to pick up my...
Free action.
To get up. So yeah, I get up, and I see or find out, and can I take up my Warhammer?
Okay.
And I go... Actually, did I put this into...
If you roll a d20, and I think we'll add a 3, right? Because your strength's +1 and then your proficiency's +2.
Yeah.
Yep, if you want to roll that then. Yeah, unfortunately that's wide as you come out of this like unconscious state directly into like upswing with a warhammer. Unfortunately, you do go wide and not being able to hit anything around you. And now, actually, I did miss the creature's turn, so I'll go and take that now. The ones around.
Second wind, actually. Never mind.
No, go for it. As I say, we're still in the beginning. If you want to go for your second wind, go for it.
Yeah, that's alright, yeah. So second wind is here. So it's just 1d10 plus 5 your level.
So yeah, just roll a hit die and that should... Because you still add your con to that as well, so it's 8 plus your con, I believe. Oh no, your fighter level. Fire
level, yeah.
So
8 plus
11.
3, so 11. Nice.
Nice. So yeah, the swords around you are going to attack you. Oh, that first one had 2 nat 1s. The only one that actually hit, I believe, is the one to your south. And it's going to hit you for 2 damage. One of the suits of armor is also going to smack at you a couple of times. And all of those miss. Yep, go for it.
When one of the suits of armor goes to attack him, I'm going to...
So, you're not within 5 foot of it. It was the southernmost one, because the other one's going for you. So, well, actually, you could do that. You could do that on the dagger that stabbed him.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do it for that.
Cool.
And can I use as my repost? So the one that misses, if anyone misses me, I can go in and I can attack them back.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the chat there.
Does that 14 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, fine.
So yeah, if you want to roll to attack,
that's a d20.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is too wide. You do not manage to make contact with the stone figure again. This stone figure is going to attack you, Dill. The one to yourself. Yep. And it crits. Yep.
All these crits, man. Jesus.
It's going to hit you for... let's see. 11 damage, as again, it just kind of punches you in the chest. You're feeling a dent in the small bit of plate that you do have on. And then the creature's going to come from the other side and start attacking you as well. Both of those miss. This one is going to make its way down and attack you as well. What's your AC? It's 21 now.
21, yeah.
None of those hit. So yeah, back to being tanky, darling. It feels good. It's now your turn.
Cool. How is Uncle looking currently?
Better than you are.
Bloodied?
Yeah, definitely. Did you just swing at Funk with your hammer?
Oh, sorry. No, I was just trying to set up my Warhammer.
Yeah, you've done that properly.
Yeah, grand. Perfect.
So... Would this affect me as well, or would it only be creatures?
I'm not sure, but from the way it's written, I would say so.
Each creature,
Okay.
so it could be anything really.
Yep. So in that case, yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn the tide. I'm gonna say, Uncle, we've come back from worse than this.
Nice.
Do you remember that dive bar back in Slimemouth?
And that's 1d6 so that's 7 HP.
For both of us, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. And I'm going to. Swing
ten
at
times?
the one. Swing at the one to my north with
Yep.
my silver longsword,
Go for it.
and I miss,
You do miss.
clattering off of its stony.
Sparkles. You're doing great in this fight, Sparkles. You're quite safe compared to.
Yeah,
Me, who
or the
just
wizard should
farm.
be,
Yeah.
realistically.
I'm going to move there, and then as a bonus action, use Misty Step to jump in.
Cool. So what does that look like?
So, because I'm in my autumn form, essentially, I would just like whoosh into a pile of leaves as I just reappear on another location, about up to 30 feet.
Now's not the time for your tricks, Sparkles. Help us, goddammit!
Immediately after you use your phase step, up to 2 creatures of your choice you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed for 1 minute. I'll do that one and that one.
As you do so, you feel, that energy release from your body, and it appears to have no effect on the creatures ahead of you.
Oh no! Bollocks.
Now you're right next to him with like leaves in your hand, and you're like, "Fuck."
And then I'll cast as my main action mirror image. As,
Cool. Let me see. Yeah, because this is a that Misty Step is a part of your rageful bonus. I'll say this is separate from casting 2 spells in 1 turn, so you can do that. Yep.
sound. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, 3 more
Yeah.
versions of me pop
Are the-
out next to me.
Are they like all your different seasons, or?
Yeah. That's it.
Cool. It is now you, Wolfsbane.
I'm going to move slightly so I'm in line of sight and not going to cast 3 sparkles.
Just be aware those purple lines are statues, so that would be you casting through a statue.
Okay. I'm going to move slightly closer, just not on top, but here.
You're on top of the statue casting spells.
And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame to the one closest to me.
Okay. Unfortunately, it succeeds as the flame kind of like erupts around it. It doesn't seem to even bother it. Its stony complexion quickly making that flame disappear.
Is that it worked, but it has no effect on there.
So the spell worked, but it made its dex save.
Okay. That's the end of my go.
Cool. It is now back over to the creatures. One of them is going to turn to you, Jordan, and try and smack you twice. What's your AC?
And 11.
Okay, so both of those hit, but I need to
Can
roll
I
some.
react?
I need to roll something. So I need to see if I attack your duplicate instead. So each time a creature targets you, attack you. So roll a d20. For us, John. Unfortunately, I think that hits you.
Can I react to that? Do a reaction.
Yeah.
Shield.
Okay. What is what's your AC again?
11.
Unfortunately, they would both still hit. So yeah, you see this arcane shield appear in front of Sparkles, and it's still Smacks him.
Using my reaction, I'm going to use Sentinel to get an opportunity attack.
Cool. Let me finish my attacks first, please, still.
Cool.
Jordan, for your second attack, could you roll another d20 for us, please? Okay, so the second attack doesn't hit you, as it attacks your illusory duplicate instead. The first attack is going to do 6 damage, as it hits you with one of its stone fists. Deal, I've just remembered as well, you need to make concentration checks for your Shield of Faith.
That's true.
I think you've been
I got
hit.
hit twice.
Yeah, I think you've been hit more than... No, it was twice, because your AC was quite high.
It's 2 crits, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, unfortunately your AC has come back down. Still, it's decent. If you'd like to take your attack now.
Cool. Can I use the roll that I made before?
Sure, but just be aware next time.
Cool.
Nice. And this one, again, you like try and stab at it with your sword, and this is the one you previously had damaged. So this one's looking a little bit more beat up now, a little bit more manageable. And then this one's going to come down this way. It's going to attack you, Arafina. What's your AC?
18.
Both of those miss as it kind of wails on you with both its rock fists. You just step to your side, use your shield when necessary, keep that damage out from hitting you. All the daggers are going to go for you, Uncle. And your AC is 19? 17?
17. Yeah.
17. So only one of those hits. As you've got these flurry of daggers trying to stab at you, you're just being your hobbit self. You're just sidestepping all of them in a weird sort of water dance. It only does 2 damage. The one that does hit you again, these knives being very blunt.
What are they actually? That's attacking us. They're just knives, like little statues, or?
Exactly. They're literally stone knives that have like kind of ejected themselves from stone scabbards on these statues and have flown towards you.
Oh, they're like floating. Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna. Sorry, are you done? Sorry.
No, I'm not. The big statue is going to hit you twice. Hits both times, unfortunately. So you take 14 damage from that as it proper tunks you.
I'm still up, thankfully.
Yeah.
Just barely.
And this one has moved out of your influence, so you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. So I'm going to smash it with my hammer.
Unfortunately, that misses as you once again. There's a lot of going on in your end of the battlefield, and it's keeping you occupied. This one's going to attack you twice, John. And your AC is 16 now because of shield.
Yeah.
They both hit still, unfortunately. Could you roll a two d20s for us, please, to see if they actually hit you or your illusion?
That's, I think, 1 hit's done it, and the other one, the illusion gets hit. I think.
Yes, I think you're right. So one of those hits, and you get hit for 7 damage as it kind of like clocks you. Remember, you can use your... Oh, you used your reaction already, didn't you?
Say, yeah, because
Oh no, this is top of the turn, so you got your reaction back.
Oh, sick! I'll use my
yeah.
Rod of Lightning then. Blast him.
Yeah, so roll 2d10 for us.
2d10, yeah.
As this lightning magically comes in through the... Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And zaps this fucking stone man in front of you. It is now you, Uncle.
Yep. Smash the one on the left with a hammer, or at least I'll try to.
Yep. If you move down here, the knife will get an attack of opportunity, but you'll get advantage on that hit.
No. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll try it. Yeah, might as well.
Okay, it'll go to try and attack you. And it misses.
Perfect. I might use the superiority to attack with my hammer.
Yep.
Using the post.
Cool.
So, I'll do another. So I do the hammer hit for the knife first, as I'm moving in.
Oh, sorry, you're hitting the.
So I'm going to use.
I see.
The attack missed. So
yeah.
sorry, I'll put it up again.
Yep, no, that makes sense. If you want to roll to hit.
That's proposed.
Yep, roll to hit and add your superiority die. No, unfortunately that misses. But you add your is your superiority die to hit?
The
yes.
damage.
No, it's to
Is it
make a
melee?
melee weapon attack. So, oh no, if you hit, you add this. Oh no, okay. I think expend 1 superiority to make a melee attack against a creature. The way that reads, I think it's just to the damage. But I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll make another hit anyway to the stone guy.
Yep.
In between me and Tunk.
Yep, you can make that with advantage.
Yeah. I have a small laptop, so it's hard to.
That's all right. Are those both your hits? The 15 and 9?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they both miss.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, these guys are big stone guys, so it's not the fact that they're dodging you, it's more like you're hitting them, but they're not very, they're not connecting correctly because you're hitting a giant stone creature.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Malaki.
Okay. I'm going to swing at the one between myself and Uncle.
Yep, you got advantage, of course.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your
We're
sword's...
gonna die here.
Yeah. Okay, and in my turn there.
Cool. Sparkles.
I'm gonna disengage, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I know it's late, but would you mind if I re-upped my Shield of Faith? My bonus action?
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
Tell you what, I'll move a little bit further. That's my turn.
Tactical retreat. It is now you, Wolfsbane.
The one right next to me, I'm going to mace attack it.
Cool, that hits.
Nice. Finally.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. As you, what does that look like?
So,
Mace attack!
so I grab my mace with both hands and just, with all my power, just knock
Go
his
for
head
it.
off.
Yeah, and
Smash
you
it
see,
down.
like, even though you don't quite get the head to separate from the body, you do see a large crack that seems to spiderweb across the side of its head. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, yeah.
Cool, it is now the creature's turn. This one is going to whack you twice. Misses both times. Again, you're like very life. You're being able to dodge this quite easily. This one is going to hit you with advantage, Dill.
Yep.
Your AC is too high for this pitiful stone man to get near to you. The one below you is going to attempt the same thing. Unfortunately, that one does crit.
God. Okay.
It's going to do 7 damage to you as it like smacks you in the wins you almost by punching you in the stomach. One of the knives is going to attack you. Misses. This knife is going to go up and float over here and then attack you with advantage. This one hits. It does 5 damage to you, Uncle.
Yeah, down.
Cool. This knife's going to fly up here. It's going to attack you as well, Dill. That one misses. And this one is going to come 2, 3, 4 over here. And it's going to smack at you a couple times, John. Your AC...
Can I use my shield reaction?
Yeah. What's your AC with shield?
So it'd be 16.
Unfortunately, it still hits you. Big wizards, man. I think you still have one illusion left, though. So if you roll a d20 for us.
10 or
Oh.
above. Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, so I think that actually does hit the last one with its first attack. No, sorry. Yeah,
No,
so
actually,
it
10 for the last one, don't it?
oh, does it? Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, I think
pummels
it
you.
goes 4, 6, 10 or something like that.
Hmm. Okay, that hits you for 5 damage.
I'm down.
It is
Oh, it's not
now
looking good.
Uncle's turn. Uncle,
Goes
again,
down.
give us a memory that is flashing before your eyes as you're there on the floor of this cavern.
I'm at home in the inn, and it was a kind of quiet evening in the inn, and both my parents had come out, and there was leftover cherry pie,
Ooh,
and they bring it out to me. We all sit down, and we all have tea and pie.
fucking, I almost feel bad now. This is a character of a family. Funk, it's you.
Okay. I'm going to trigger a few attacks of opportunity as I'm going to move over here. But can I share the space with the
You
statue?
you cannot share the space
Okay.
with the statue.
Okay. Ah, fuck. Man, this is rough.
Disengage and move might be.
Yeah. So sorry.
Go on,
Yeah,
turn times.
I'm going to disengage.
Yep.
And I'm going to move
Yep.
here and end my turn.
Cool. You still got a bonus, unless you wanted to do anything.
Can you like? No, you can't like bonus actions. You can't like feed a health potion. or
That
anything
is
like
that is an action, but we can discuss if you guys would like to make that a bonus action.
I actually
Another
I
point.
forgot to make my con roll for the last hit.
Okay, I think you do succeed that con roll. Yep.
Cool.
Just, I might add.
Yeah. I don't think there's literally anything else I can do if health potions are actions, so I will end my turn there.
Cool. Sparkles. Now, would you like to give us a memory that is flashing through your eyes?
I remember learning the firebolt spell for the first time and killing a poor chicken, but it gave me much power in my eyes and made me feel mighty.
And mighty you do feel as you've raised to your feet, apparently from the dead with 1 hit point, as you rolled a
No
nat 20 on your death
way.
saving throw.
Nice.
What brought you back from the dead? Oh, speaking of dead chickens. So yeah, you instantly get to take your turn now, John.
Oh, sick. Am I still like prone?
Yeah, you can. Obviously, I said you raise to your feet, but you can stay prone if you wish.
No, no. Does it mean it's half my movement?
To stand up, yeah.
Is the one that's next to me damaged at all?
Yeah, very heavily damaged.
In that case, then I'll cast magic missiles. Is there any others that are damaged?
Yes, the one to the far north is damaged, and the one across from our Athena / Wolfsbane is also damaged.
I'll attack the 2 next to us then.
Yep.
But I'll use it as a 2nd level spell.
So that's
do
4. Yep.
4 bolts.
So
yeah.
2 on each, am I assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to do 2 for the one next to you.
Is it a D4?
Yes, D4 plus 1. How do you want to do this?
Hey, nice.
I will fire 2 and they hit both arms and just knock both the arms off as it just kind of plops
Yeah.
back. And then
Cool. Do you want to roll for the second 2?
fire to the other one.
5 to the other one. And again, they slam into it. Not as devastating as the first couple, but still a significant blow nonetheless. So that you can move now if you want. 15 foot.
Yeah. I will move up a bit, I think.
You actually see him using his staff as a cane at this point, like shakily making his way to the other side of the cave. Cool. It's now you, Wolfsbane. You just saw the one in front of you got hit twice on both sides from these large magic missiles.
Did I not kill that one from earlier, or was it different?
No, you put a like crack in its head, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't finish it off. I will hit that one with a mace attack again then.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does miss. As again, you hit it on this with the mace, but it connects, but not nearly doing the amount of damage you hoped.
I'm gonna move away slightly. Will I be able to see Thunk from there?
Yeah.
Sorry, from here.
Yeah, I mean you're right next to him, so I'd hope so.
Yeah, it's not being blocked by it. Okay, yep, I'll stay here then.
Cool. That is going to get an attack of opportunity on you, though, as you do walk away. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, it does not hit you, as you manage to duck under its arm as it goes to hit you.
Nice.
That being said, it is now the construct's turn. This one, seeing you walk away from it, Arafina, isn't best pleased with you. It's going to walk up and again trying to hit you a couple times. And it's missing. This one is whiffing completely. It's just not landing any punches on Wolfsbane whatsoever. This one to the north is going to come here against you, Funk. It's going to attack you twice. It crits.
Crit.
That's the problem with having high AC. It's either doesn't hit you or it crits. It does 13 damage as it smacks you with what is
And
large funks to the
thunks
floor.
to the floor.
Cool. And this one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 move around here and attack you now, Arafina. It does hit, and it hits you for 6 damage. The flying knives one is gonna fly across the one. It's gonna come over here. It's gonna attack you, John. It doesn't hit. You managed to like what feel like it would hit. The power of the ring that you're holding actually manages to negate that from hitting your body. This one is gonna fly over here and attack you, Arafina. Both both misses, and this one that would have been for that one as well. So it's now Uncle. Give us another memory that you're currently flashing before your eyes.
I just finished off sailing on a ship and arrived off a port, and it's the first time I see anything with scales. And it was just someone selling some cloth on the port. And I was like, oh, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, actually. It's now you, Funk. What do you think of as your body slumps unconscious next to your friend?
Thinking of our expedition deep into the heart of Mount Fennec. There's desperation and sweat on our brows, and we're making our way through the tunnels, and we eventually come across the large onyx double doors.
Yeah. Sparkles.
Any more of those magic missiles? They can hit.
Which one's still damaged? Is it this one?
So I think
Yeah, that was the one.
the only one that hasn't been touched is this one here.
I'll use magic missiles, 2 on the one next to me, and then 1 on the other one, but level 1.
Cool.
So I'll attack the one in front of me first.
Yep.
2d4. 7 damage.
7 damage. Gone. It just shatters from the destruction of the damage.
And then 2 damage to that one.
And it just kind of slams in its back, not really doing a whole ton of damage, but you know, it's progress. You staying there?
I think I'll move. That was just like there.
Cool.
Don't want to move too far away, but
Wolfsbane.
Who can I currently see? Who's in like my line of vision?
You can see both Cotman Chubb and Malaki.
Okay. I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
14-point healing. Oh, it heals like up to 6 creatures, is it?
Yeah. And Jordan is just within range as well, so he's going to benefit from this.
Touch.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I could see players through creatures.
You can. It's just like an obstructed vision, if that makes sense. Kind of like looking through someone through a gate or something. You can still see them, but it's not like if you was to shoot something at them, it'd be a different story.
Okay, but like healing is fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I cast that on all 3 of you then.
Oh,
Cool.
thank
If you want to roll 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Did not say 14 though.
Oh, it did it. Yeah, the 14.
Oh, it did. Oh, yes. Everyone give themselves 14 HP.
I don't I don't want to be that guy, but does the casting time?
Oh, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah. It takes 10 minutes to
I think
cast.
that means
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think it's meant to be
Yeah.
used at like short rests or like
Exactly,
kind of
yeah.
like during
Oh, so I
apologies,
can't use it
guys,
now.
but-
You
Yeah.
can,
wanna-
but it's going to take 100 or 99 more turns to finish the casting.
Okay.
God, that would have been so clutch as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead, I will cast Healing Word. Both of you are down, aren't you? Thank you. Have you got any plans of healing?
Well, Funk's unconscious
Funk
currently.
is
You can't have a
unconscious.
but...
conversation
with him.
Kicking him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll heal Thunk. So hopefully, yeah. Okay. Sorry, would I cast it at level 1 or level 2?
It's up to you. You've got spell
You
slots
have
for
level
both
2
now.
slots. What are you doing?
Okay,
Was that at level 1 or level 2?
level
Oh,
2.
nice. So yeah, you get 5 HP back, Funk.
Sweet.
It is now the construct's turn. One of them is going to fly over to you, Jordan. It's going to try and stab you. You can use your reaction to try and hit it if you want. It misses, by the way. It doesn't hit you, so I'm not sure if you can do that.
I've not got any reaction cast.
It's top of the turn, so when these go, it's means you've got your reactions back.
Oh, okay. No, my only reaction spell was shield.
Does your staff not work the lightning?
Lightning.
Is it if they miss me? I thought is if they have to hit.
Yeah, put it in the chat and we'll quickly read it. Oh yeah, it is damaging. Like it has to hit and damage you. So yeah, that misses, which is still good. That's a waste of turn. This one's going to attack you with advantage. Wolfsbane. What's your AC?
18.
Misses. The large construct behind you is going to attack you twice. Misses with the first one, second one crits. That hits you for 10 damage as it like funks you in the back of the fucking head. The one above it is going to do the same thing. Both of those miss. The one above you, Funk, is going to attack you twice. Yeah, and that one. Wait, are you prone? You are, aren't you?
I am now.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, that's not what. That's D100s, and it misses. Even though you're on the floor, you're like wiggling like a worm,
Okay.
stopping it from attacking you. And that's them. Cotman Chubb, another memory from you, my friend.
Another memory would be just sailing down a river with it was a couple of bards. They were a music group, and just they're all singing down along, and Uncle was singing along badly with them.
Yeah. Funk.
Okay. So it's my free action to get up.
Half your movement.
Half my movement to get up. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to place my hand on Uncle's forehead as I cast Lay on Hands for 14 HP.
Nice. Nice one.
Yeah, you see a faint glow emanate from my hand and kind of like go onto Uncle's body, like briefly glowing him.
It's a good thing as well. Your death saving throws weren't going in your favour, Uncle.
Or no, I was thinking that. Yeah, I could tell. For you, you're like, ooh.
As I'm gonna say, cherry pies later, Uncle. We need you here.
I was there in your death dream.
And I'm
That's
going
dope.
to use my final spell slot to re-up my Shield of Faith
Yep.
on myself.
Cool. Nice. The problem being is that's 2 spells in 1 turn, right?
Lay of Hands is a class feature.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll allow it. I think that's a good use of both combat. Are you staying there?
Yes.
Lovely. Sparkles. This this fucking stone knife just lazily hovering in front of you, just trying to stab you over and over.
I'm going to use magic missiles. I'll use 2 on the knife in front of me and then 1 on the one that's next to Holly that's taking
Cool.
loads of hits.
If you want to roll those fat damage.
So the one at me, 6 damage.
6 damage to what? That is just barely holding on. You can see it almost like fragments at this point, though. And a 1 on Holly. Well, not at
3
Holly,
damage.
but yeah. Yeah, and that one is also crumbling heavily at this point. It is. Are you staying there?
Yeah, just because I don't want it to get opportunity.
Yeah, Wolfsbane.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands on the 3. Oh, I can't because there's a statue in front of them, isn't there?
It doesn't matter if the statue's there. Like the thing with flame spells is they go over and encompass the entire space within that area.
Okay, so yeah, but them 3.
So which 3? Sorry.
The 1 to my, the 2 to my left, and the 1 above. So
I
that would
don't
be like-
think your cone's going to catch. Oh no, it will if you if you did it directly in front of you. If you did it on this one, your cone would actually. So if you did it like this, but you'd
Yeah.
no because you'd have to stand back 1, so that would still it wouldn't still hit.
Could I move before I cast it?
Yeah, you can definitely move, but I'm just trying to figure out, like if you did it from there, you're going to catch a funk, and not the one to the left and right.
How do you know? Is there any way to like get a cone to look at?
So this is what the cones. I've just done this above Jordan. That's what a cone looks like on a square grid, or on a corner. It looks like this.
Yeah.
And the person would be in this case standing either here or here. Who cast that?
Yeah. Ah, I see. Yeah.
Is there a way to catch just the 2 to my left? If I move that,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then I'll just miss the 1 at the top.
Yep, you can do that.
Cool. But yeah, I
But
am in.
it does get an attack of opportunity on you as you stand back. It misses.
Okay.
Cool, nice. And it's dex saves, isn't it? I think your save DC is 14? 12?
12.
Yeah, so 1 makes it, 1 doesn't. I'll say the one that makes it is the undamaged one. Okay, if you want to roll the... what's it, 3d6? 3d8?
I think it's already rolled, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's done 6 damage. Okay, so yeah, how do you want to do this as 1 perishes in the flame?
It will be a holy flame, and it will just completely wrap it in the holy flame and just crumble to pieces as it comes apart.
Absolutely. Nice. Is that the end of your turn? You staying there?
I'll stay here, yeah.
Cool. It is now the construct's turn. One's going to stab at you, John. Misses again. Like you are like playing some sort
Dodging
of
it.
yeah.
Like a
watching
stabby knife.
yeah, watching Kindness and Uncle play that game yesterday.
Yeah.
You feel like you've learnt a lot. 1 is going to hit at you, Funk. What's your AC?
21.
Whew. Good for you. Cast that spell as well, as it does go wide. You see this magical shield stopping the fist from actually connecting. And one is going to move in front of you, Holly, and is going to try and slam at you a couple times as well. None of them hit. And the last one is the dagger, and that's going to go for you, Funk. And it misses. It's now your turn, Uncle.
Oh, sorry. Is it okay if I use my reaction to go after this one? This one attacked Holly?
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
Bro, your sword fighting game today has been weak.
Yeah.
It is now you, Uncle. You feel like you've had a extended nap, but now you're
yeah, I've been down for the whole fight since the surprise round, basically. So I'm just going to move there, and then I'm going to take a hit
with advantage.
Yeah.
What hits?
Finally hits. Okay.
Nice.
First time I use the hammer, and then I'm going to smash it.
How do you want to do this?
Beautiful.
Straight down, crap down into its head, and just like it goes down to its head turns to dust until its shoulders, and it just drops.
Yeah, a fucking victorious return to the battlefield.
Yeah.
You can keep moving if you want.
And then I will move. Can I move down here?
You can go. There? No, you can't move there, but you can go one to the left.
There.
Up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll move there then. Yeah.
Oh no, you can go down there if you wanted to go down there as well. Sorry, that's my bad.
What's better? Who would Dylan get advantage?
No. You won't.
No, I don't think I get advantage from.
Yeah,
there.
no one's getting advantage in that space.
Yeah. No, I'll stay there anyway. That's alright.
Cool. Funk.
Cool. Am I able to briefly share a space with the statue?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to slash at him with my silver longsword.
Let's go. Hits.
Seeing,
It does hit.
Uncle fucking decapitate one of them with his warhammer, I feel invigorated, and
Yeah, and that's a serious. The first serious blow that you've done to it. It's still survived, but that's a lot of damage. You staying there?
And that's my turn. Yeah.
Sparkles.
Go for magic missiles again. I'm gonna go for one bolt and the one in front of me,
Yep.
and do 4 damage.
That dies.
Nice.
Oh, sparkles.
And then I'll do 2 on the big construct.
Yep.
So 6 damage.
Is on its last fucking pebble. Like, it's not like a strong wind could kill this guy, but yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, and that's my I'll stay where I am.
It's now you, Wolfsbane.
I'll mace attack the construct.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
Whew.
Good job.
How do you want to do this?
Same as before. Just both hands, slam it in the head.
Nice. And it's the knife. It's going to go for you, Funk. Come on.
Knife.
If this gets you, I'm hoping it gets max damage. It's that one. It's not you, Uncle.
So I'm gonna just rush over and just give it
Smack out the air.
hammer. Yeah. Like a baseball swing. Is
Yeah.
what I'm going for. So that's
Directly
weird.
into Funk's face. Hits.
Oh.
Nice. And then nice.
And yeah, that's it. That is it. Well done, guys.
Just about. We were very close there. Like,
Didn't have a great start to that.
Yeah,
And
it was all
as-
Wolfsbane really. She did.
Yeah.
did most of the work.
I'm surprised no one actually died, considering how many people went down there.
Yeah. Three of us were
Wolfsbane.
down at one point, was it?
Huh?
3 of us were down at one point.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Holly actually started off a chain reaction healing, which fucking like Funk took care of himself, then Cotman. Sorry, no. Holly healed Funk, then Funk healed Cotman, and Sparkles took care of himself in the middle of the fight.
Dusted himself off, man. Nah.
But yeah, as you guys sit around congratulating yourself, you can hear an ominous roar come from within the cavern, and that's where we're going to end today's session.